Hello student, I am Sangeeta Mansukhani. This is the video number 112. In this video I will be explain rubber. Rubber are two types. There are two types of category, natural rubber and synthetic rubber. So first we have to discuss here natural rubber. Rubber is a natural polymer. Rubber is a natural polymer and it possesses elastic properties. Okay, so elastic properties, so due to this reason it is known as elastomeric polymer. Okay, so rubber is a natural polymer, possesses elastic properties and also termed as elastomeric polymer. Okay, and elastomeric polymers, that is means the polymer chains are held together by weak intermolecular force. You know about rubber is easily elastic way. Okay, so that is the reason polymer chains are held together by weak intermolecular forces. Okay, and then these weak binding forces permit the polymer to be stretched. Okay, so few cross links are introduced in between the chain, so which help the polymer to retract to its original position after the force is released. Okay, so reason, some cross link are present. Okay, weak intermolecular forces, so due to this reason it is a elastic property, so polymer chains are held together by weak intermolecular forces, so these weak binding forces permit the polymer to be stretched. But cross link are introduced in between the chains, so it is help the polymer to retract to its original position after the force is released. Okay, then rubber has a varieties of the uses. So it is manufactured from rubber latex. Okay, so rubber is manufactured from rubber latex, and rubber latex, it is a colloidal dispersion of rubber in water. Okay, so when rubber in water, it is a colloidal dispersion. Okay, and this is the rubber latex, and from rubber latex we have to natural rubber manufacture. Okay, this latex is obtained from the rubber tree and which is found in India, Sri Lanka, Indonesia, Malaysia and South America. Okay, so rubber is a natural polymer, possesses elastic property. It is elastomeric polymer, and in elastomeric polymer reason polymer chains are held together by weak intermolecular forces, and these weak intermolecular binding forces permit the polymer to be stretched. Okay, then few cross links are introduced in between the chains, because which help the polymer to retract to its original position after the force is released. Its varieties of the uses, and then it is manufactured from rubber latex, and which is a colloidal dispersion of rubber in water. Okay, and this latex is obtained from the rubber tree which is found in India, Sri Lanka, Indonesia, Malaysia and South America. Clear? Then natural rubber considered as a linear polymer of isoprene. What is the isoprene? See, this is way. Isoprene 1, 2, 3, 4. This chain single way. Okay, so 2-methyl 1,3-butadiene 1, 2, 3, 4. After 1, after 3, butadiene. Okay, so CH2, CH, CH, CH2. So this one, and then second number methyl group attached. So second number 2-methyl 1,3-buta 1, 2, 3, 4. After 1 and 3, double bond. So 2-methyl 1,3-butadiene. Okay, and it is called C. One side CH3 group attached, so it is known as cis. Okay, clear? So natural rubber, here you see this one CH2 attached, other isoprene unit attached. Okay, again this unit attached by other isoprene unit. Clear? Isoprene, that is means 2-methyl 1,3-butadiene, and we have to also see, because one side CH3 attached, so it is known as cis. One Then fourth number, polyisoprene, because one by one unit attached together. So this is the 1 2 3 4, this 4 bonding attached from other isoprene first number, then again fourth number attach second one. Okay, so 1 4 attaching. Clear? Then C, cis polyisoprene molecule consists of the various chain held together by weak van der Waals force and interaction and has a coiled structure. Okay, which bonding here? Weak van der Waals forces interaction, and it is has a coiled structure. Okay, and it can be stretched like a spring and exhibit elastic properties. Okay, it can be stretched like a spring and exhibits elastic properties. Then after vulcanization of rubber, okay, vulcanization of rubber, natural rubber becomes soft. Natural rubber becomes soft at high temperature, okay, greater than 335 Kelvin, and brittle at low temperature, less than 283 Kelvin, right? So show high water absorption capacity. So it is soluble in non-polar solvent and it is non-resistant to attack by oxidizing agent. Okay, vulcanization of rubber. So natural rubber becomes soft at high temperature, that is means greater than 335 Kelvin, and brittle at low temperature, that is means less than 283 Kelvin, and it show high water absorption capacity. High water absorption capacity. So it is soluble in non-polar solvent. Okay, and then second property is non-resistant to attack by oxidizing agent. So these all are property of the natural rubber. But improve upon these physical properties. So a process done. Which process? Vulcanization. Okay, which process done? Vulcanization. And this process consists of heating a mixture of raw rubber with sulfur and appropriate additive at a temperature. Okay, so this process consists of heating a mixture of raw rubber with sulfur at a additive temperature. Additive at a temperature range between 373 Kelvin to 415 Kelvin. On vulcanization, sulfur forms cross link at the reactive sides of the double bond, so the rubber gets stiffened. Okay, with temperature range between 373 Kelvin to 415 Kelvin, and then on vulcanization, sulfur forms cross link. Okay, here you see this one, 1 2 3 4, 1,3-butadiene, 2-methyl 1,3-butadiene, double bond break, and then sulfur attach. Okay, then here same downside and upper side isoprene unit and attached by cross link by sulfur, but temperature 373 to 415 Kelvin temperature. Okay, so at the reactive sides of the double bonds, and so the rubber gets stiffened. Okay, in the manufacture, see this one, otherwise one bond only break, like one side, one carbon, after one carbon double bond break. So this double bond shift second side, so sulfur attach both position. Okay, then in manufacture of the tire rubber, for formation of the tire rubber, we have to add 5% of the sulfur is used as a cross linking agent. Okay, clear? In manufacture of the tire rubber, 5% of the sulfur used as a cross linking agent, and probable structure of the vulcanized rubber molecules are this way. Clear? So first, natural rubber. Natural rubber is a possess elastic properties, and it is a cis polyisoprene unit. Okay, so the cis polyisoprene molecules consist of the various chain and held together by weak van der Waals interaction. So it is a coiled structure and it can be stretched like a spring and exhibit elastic property. Okay, so natural rubber becomes soft and at a high temperature and brittle at low temperature and show high water absorption capacity, and it is soluble in non-polar solvent, non-resistant to attack by oxidizing agent. So improve this physical properties, we have to use vulcanization process. And in this process consists of the heating mixture of raw rubber with sulfur and appropriate additive temperature. Temperature range is 373 Kelvin to 415 Kelvin temperature. And then on vulcanization, sulfur forms cross link at the reactive sides of the double bond, so the rubber get stiffened. Then manufacture of the tire rubber, 5% of the sulfur used as a cross linking agent. Okay, this one clear. Then next rubber is synthetic rubber. Synthetic rubber is any vulcanizable rubber like polymer, okay, which is capable of getting stretched to twice its length. Okay, synthetic rubber is any vulcanizable rubber like polymer, okay, any vulcanizable rubber like polymer, and which is capable of getting stretched to twice its length, and it returns to its original shape and size as soon as the external stretching force is released. Okay, clear? So synthetic rubber, any vulcanizable rubber like polymer, because we have to use any additive temperature and heat with sulfur, okay, and it is capable to getting stretched to twice its length, and it's returned to its original shape and size as soon as the external stretching force is released. Okay, so example, synthetic rubber either homopolymer like of 1,3-butadiene derivatives, otherwise copolymers of 1,3-butadiene or its derivatives, okay, but with another unsaturated monomer. So first example of the preparation of the synthetic rubber, first example is neoprene, okay, or second name is polychloroprene. Its name of polymer. Neoprene is a polymer. Okay, so neoprene or polychloroprene. Neoprene or polychloroprene is formed by the free radical polymerization of chloroprene. First you see, neoprene is, you know, for neoprene, polychloroprene. So chloroprene. So chloroprene is 2-chloro 1,3-butadiene. It is a chloroprene. 2-chloro and 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 after 1 and third number carbon double bond. So 2-chloro 1,3-butadiene. Okay, so directly you write 1,3-butadiene. Okay, so whenever double bond is break and going to the forward and backward side, see, so 1 electron, so 1 electron transfer next side, back side, and then 1 electron front side, and then forward and backward, and then 1 electron interior intermediate, so double bond is formed. Okay, so then whole bracket and whole end, this is the polymer, and formation from chloroprene, so its name is polychloroprene, otherwise we have to say neoprene. Okay, and but it is formed by a free radical polymerization of chloroprene. Okay, which mechanism we have to use? Free radical polymerization of chloroprene. Okay, so chloroprene 2-chloro 1,3-butadiene polymerization, so neoprene are formed. Okay, it has superior resistance to the vegetable and mineral soils, and it is used for manufacturing conveyor belts, gaskets and hoses. Okay, then Buna-N. Buna-N, it is C. Buna-N. Buna, that is means butadiene. Buna-N, that is means 1,3-butadiene, and N, that is means acrylonitrile. So that's reason both combined monomer unit, then name follow Buna-N. Buna, that is means 1,3-butadiene, and capital N, that is means acrylonitrile. 1,3-butadiene you already known about, 1, 2, 3, 4, after 1 and third double bond. Acrylonitrile, that is means CH2 double bond CH2, but cyanide attached with carbon, so its name is acrylonitrile. Okay, so double bond forward and backward transfer, this way structure, see. Okay, so here single bond CH2 single bond CH, in between is double bond form, then CH single bond CH2 bond forward, so CH2 double bond single bond convert, and then this bond is Cn. So its name is Buna N. Okay, clear? So that is means Buna N is obtained by the copolymerization. Why we have to say copolymerization? Because different monomer unit. One 3-butadiene and second one acrylonitrile. So different monomer unit combined. So this is the copolymerization. So one 3-butadiene and then acrylonitrile, but in the presence of the peroxide catalyst. Okay, which catalyst? Peroxide. Clear? Then Buna N, it is the resistant to the action of petrol, lubricating oil and organic solvent, and it is used in making oil seals, tank lining. Okay, so resistant to the action of the petrol, lubricating oil, organic solvent, and it is used in making oil seals, tank lining, etc. In-text question based on this. Explain the difference between Buta N and Buta S. So you already known about Buna. Buna means 1,3-butadiene. N means second monomer unit is acrylonitrile, and here S, that is means styrene. So 1,3-butadiene and then acrylonitrile combined, polymerized, so Buna N form, and then 1,3-butadiene and styrene, so Buna S form. Okay, so already I explained. Then arrange the following polymers in increasing order of their intermolecular forces. So nylon 6,6, Buna S and polythene. So arranging in the increasing order of the intermolecular forces. So you already know about nylon 66. So 6,6, that is means two monomer units have 6 carbon. So maximum intermolecular force. So nylon 666, then after polythene, and then after Buna S. Okay, because Buna S is a rubber. A rubber have weak intermolecular forces. Clear? So Buna S, then after polythene, and then after nylon 6,6. So increasing order of the intermolecular forces in nylon 66. Second one is molecular masses of the polymer. Polymer properties are closely related to their molecular mass, size, and then structure. So the growth of the polymer chain during their synthesis is dependent upon the availability of the monomers in the reaction mixture. So the polymer sample contains like chains of varying length, and so its molecular mass is always expressed as an average way. Okay, so molecular mass of the polymers can be determined by chemical and then physical methods. Okay, so simple way molecular mass depend on the chain. Okay, so availability of the monomers in the reaction mixture. Clear? So polymer sample contains chain of varying length and its molecular mass is always expressed as an average. So the molecular mass of the polymers can be determined by chemical and physical method. Then next, biodegradable polymers. Okay, so biodegradable polymers, but first we have to say what is the meaning of the biodegradable. So those are decomposed. It is known as biodegradable. So here discuss about polymers. So a large number of polymers are quite resistant to the environmental degradation process and responsible for the accumulation of polymeric solid waste materials. So these solid wastes causes acute environmental problems and remain undegraded for quite a long time. Okay, but in view of the general awareness for the problem created by the polymeric solid wastes, so certain new biodegradable synthetic polymer have been designed and developed. Okay, so these polymer contain functional group similar to the functional group present in the biopolymer. Okay, so that is means polymers are quite resistant to the environmental degradation process. So it is responsible for accumulation of the polymeric solid waste materials. So these solid wastes causes acute environmental problems. So these solid wastes causes environmental problem, so remains under degraded for quite a long time. So in view of the general awareness, the problem created by the polymeric solid wastes, certain new biodegradable synthetic polymers have been designed and developed. These polymers contain functional groups similar to the functional group present in biopolymers. So aliphatic polyesters are one of the important classes of the biodegradable polymers. So first example is PHBV. P, that is means poly, H, beta hydroxy, capital B, butyrate, V, butyrate co beta hydroxy, and V, valerate. Poly beta hydroxy butyrate co beta hydroxy valerate. P, poly beta, H, hydroxy butyrate co beta hydroxy valerate. Okay, so it is combined co-polymerization of, it is obtained by the co-polymerization of the 3-hydroxybutyric butanoic acid. Okay, 3-hydroxybutanoic acid. See, 1 2 3 4. So 3 hydroxy, 4 carbon, butane, oic suffix for acid. So 3 hydroxy butanoic acid. Second one, 1 2 3, 3 hydroxy, 1 2 3 4 5, 5 carbon. So pentanoic acid. Okay, so 3 hydroxy butanoic acid and 3 hydroxy pentanoic acid co-polymerization. So that is means this OH bond open for next chain. Here you see O, then CH attached with CH3, then CH2 COO. Here you see CH2 COO. Then this H replaced by this OH. So attach CH. Then downside this CH2 CH3. Then CH2 CO and next OH, next chain. Okay, so this is the PHBV. So 3 hydroxybutanoic acid, 3 hydroxypentanoic acid combine. Okay, so it is formed PHBV, and it PHBV used in PHBV is used in specially packaging, okay, and orthopedic devices, and in controlled release of the drugs. Okay, packaging, orthopedic devices, and in controlled release of the drugs. Okay, and PHBV undergoes bacterial degradation in the environment. Okay, PHBV undergoes bacterial degradation in the environment. Okay, second example is nylon 2 and nylon 6. Two example already we have to listen: nylon 66 and nylon 66 and nylon 6. Nylon 66 formed by ethylene 1,2-diamine, and then second hexamethylene diamine. So ethylene 1,2-diamine and second one hexamethylene dioic acid. Okay, so that is nylon 66, and second one nylon 6 formation by caprolactam. So here nylon 2 and nylon 6. So it is an alternating polyamide copolymer of the glycine NH2CH2COOH glycine, and second one is aminocaproic acid, glycine NH2CH2COOH, and second one aminocaproic acid. Aminocaproic acid, that is means NH2CH2 5COOH. Okay, aminocaproic acid NH2CH2 5COOH. It is and is biodegradable. Okay, clear? So both unit combine and form nylon 2, because here you see NH2CH2COOH. In glycine only 1 and 2 carbon, so nylon 2. Second monomer unit amino NH2 caproic acid, here 6 carbon, 2 CH2, 5 carbon here and then 1, so total 6, so 2 and then 6, so nylon 2 and nylon 6. Okay, so it is a alternating polyamide copolymer of the glycine, and second one is amino caproic acid. Okay, so it is a biodegradable. Clear? Then some other commercial important polymers. Here you see polypropene, name of the polymer polypropene. So here you see monomer units is propene. Propene structure is CH2 double bond CH2 attach CH3. Okay, so double bond open, so polypropene unit is structure is CH2CH CH3 whole N. Okay, and it is uses manufacture of ropes, toys, pipes, fibers, etc. Then second one, name of the polymer polystyrene, and its monomer is styrene, and polystyrene unit is CH2CH C6H5. Okay, then it's used insulator as wrapping material, manufacture of toys, radio and television cabinets. Then third one is PVC, P poly, V vinyl chloride. So monomer unit vinyl chloride, so Cl attached with CH2CH, so whole N, that is polymer. So manufacture of raincoats, handbags, vinyl flooring and water pipes. So it is a PVC, polyvinyl chloride. Second one is urea formaldehyde reagent. So two monomer unit, urea, and then second one is formaldehyde, and both are combined, so NHCONHCH2 whole N. Okay, so it is for making unbreakable cups and laminated sheets. Then next is Gliptal. Gliptal, its monomer unit is ethylene glycol, and second is phthalic acid. Ethylene glycol, so here you see CH2CH2OH, here you see H hydrogen, here also there hydrogen also remove. Okay, and then phthalic acid, benzene ring attached both side carboxylic acid, so water molecule isolate. Okay, so it is a Gliptal. So manufacture of paints and then lacquers. Then last is bakelite, and maximum question asking from this. So monomer unit phenol and formaldehyde, so both combined unit, OH attached with benzene ring, CH2 phenol OH, and then formaldehyde HCHO, CHO HCHO, formaldehyde connect with 2 chain. Okay, and maximum whole N, so it is a bakelite. Okay, so for making combs, electrical switches, handles of the utensils and computer disk. Okay, so these are commercial important polymers. So please learn name of the polymers, which commercial important polymers, and then second one you learn monomer units, then polymer structure, and then its uses. Okay. In next video I will be explain textual exercise questions. So thank you so much.